Hi, I'm Gohar Vardanyan, and this is a video for the Strings by Male Repertoire series. In this video, I'll read through another dance from Mauro Giuliani's Dances of 1810. This time, instead of reading through a number of very short dances, I decided to read through one longer one. It's a minuet called Minuetto alla Rena, and it's out of a set of 14 national dances. So as you probably noticed, this minuet is a little bit more difficult than the shorter dances I've been reading through in the previous videos. It is longer and there is some variety in technical material that you will have to play. Number one thing I would say to watch out for when you're playing this minuet is making sure that your right hand plucks all the parallel thirds together. A lot of times the fingers get lazy and they end up sounding separate and messy. So what I mean is, right in the opening you have these parallel thirds. You have to make sure that your I and M finger, or whichever one you're using, are plucking the two notes exactly at the same time, as if they were one, instead of getting lazy and sounding like this. So a lot of times I ends up being a little bit faster than M, and it ends up leading, or the nail catches, etc., and the thirds or the paired notes end up sounding messy. So think of them more like an alto and a soprano singing together. If they weren't singing together, the choir would fall apart. So your M is your soprano voice and your I is your alto voice, and they have to move together. Once you master the right hand plucking together, then you have to synchronize it with the left hand. So you can't really allow your left hand to place the chord before you're ready to pluck. So it doesn't sound like this. So you have to make sure that the left hand places exactly when you pluck. So there is no noise in between. Everything's eliminated. And it becomes a little bit more difficult when you do the more intricate parts like here. There are some shifts involved. So do practice them separately, because it is such an essential part in the piece and it appears so many times. If it sounds messy, it's going to sound everywhere, or sound messy everywhere. So make sure that you work on it and synchronize it and really pay attention to it. Fingering wise, there are no fingerings, but really everything is very straightforward. And there was only one measure when I was debating how to play something, and this is the first ending of the A section, so I guess that would be measure 8. When it's something like this, and then there is a run. First, when I was reading through it, I read the run here in the open position. So here. I played like that a couple of times, and it didn't really prove itself well. Fingered, especially with all of these switches, it didn't sound well synchronized for me. So I switched it to the second position and did it here. makes it a little bit more difficult because you have to stretch. But it does keep the hand in one place and just relies on the fingers without any shifts. So if you don't have trouble stretching to the G sharp here, I would suggest experimenting with that fingering as well before going with the obvious open position. And that way you're also already here when you end up repeating. Other than that, everything is very straightforward. Practice it with a metronome, and I hope you will enjoy the dances in this book. There are a total of 60 some of them, 4 groups of 12 and 1 group of 14, and this is actually out of those group of 14. Most of them are, well, all of them other than this one is one kind of dance, that there are 12 of it, let's say, and this is a group of 14 national dances. So some of them are minuets, there is a gallop in here, there is a fandango, actually a number of minuets, yeah. So there is some variety in this set. So I hope you will enjoy them, and as always you will find a direct link to the Strings by Mel catalog in the description of this video. Thank you for watching.